Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door. And join us in what I thought was going to be reacting to my predictions I made yesterday on the 26-man England squad for the Euros. However, it was announced last night that Gareth Southgate was going to name a provisional squad, which will then be put formally into the 26-man squad next Tuesday, I think, a week today. And then the friendlies start the day later, which kind of does beg the question why you would even bother doing it a week ahead of time if you had a bit more time. And I suppose is sensible on the basis that Maguire they're looking at, Henderson they're looking at, Pope they're looking at. They'll know more in a week. They won't know everything, but still a little bit annoying. So what we're going to do, we're going to react to the 33-man squad. So incredible. Normally we'd be looking at, for an international tournament, a 23-man squad with a standby list of 4, whereas we're sort of a week removed from the final squad and we're at 33 names. So, maybe a lot of fitness assessment is going to be going on. Here is what Mr. Southgate has named. And I'll try and remember exactly which I put in my actual England squad. So, there are 4 keepers there. We won't take 4 keepers in a 26-man squad, but with a 33, he gets to have a look at Aaron Ramsdale of Sheffield United, Henderson, Johnston, Pickford. So, I had Henderson, Johnston, Pickford as my 3, assuming that the problems with Pope, he's going to have a surgery or something, weren't going to be resolved. And I guess they're just having a look at Ramsdale for down the line or what have you. But I don't suspect we'll be taking 4 goalkeepers in a 26-man squad. But well done to Johnston and Ramsdale. Johnston obviously coming through the Championship on loan at Villa and then signed by West Brom. And Ramsdale is going to be playing in the Championship next season with the Blades, isn't he? Defenders. Now, there's a couple of interesting names in there. Both Bens. All the Bens. What a dubious name Ben is, hey? Ben White and Ben Godfrey have been named in a rather long list of defenders. Let's try and boil this down. The other big one, look there, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I did not expect they'd put him in. So, let's look for fullbacks first. So, Luke Shaw, left back. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Kyle Walker is a right back, but can also play right centre back. Reece James, another right back. Ben Chilwell, Kieran Trippier. So how many is that? Shaw, Trent, Walker, James, Trippier and Chilwell. So there's 6 in there. I predicted that he'd take 5. So I had all of them except for Trent. As in, because Reece James can do work in midfield and Kyle Walker can be centre back as well. So we're pretty certain one of those names at least is going to get cut. But yeah, interesting with Trent Alexander-Arnold because that hadn't been one that had been put in. In terms of the centre-backs, I think I had 5 on the basis that we also had Kyle Walker who could move across. Southgate's gone for Stones, Maguire, and we're worried about his fitness. He may be fit for Manchester United. Is it tomorrow? I think Europa League. I won't call Walker a centre-back. Mings, Cody, Godfrey, and then Ben White as well. So no Eric Dyer in there. I'd predicted that Eric Dyer would be in on the basis that Southgate likes him and he likes him in terms of a central midfielder. Someone who can cover that position. So look, Ben White and Ben Godfrey, we've seen come through the Championship as well. Ben Godfrey back at Norwich and at Shrewsbury as well as a midfielder. Ben White at Leeds last season. So good luck to those 2 guys. I suspect one or both will be disappointed in the end, but they're there or thereabouts. And look, if something happens to any of the players or Harry Maguire can't quite get himself fit in time, then maybe there's a chance that they're going to be on the plane. Are we saying on the plane this one? Means it's we're not really going abroad, but there we go. Midfielders. Now, I'd split mine into actual holders and attackers, so we might have to plead the fifth and look at the actual attacking side of it. But Mason Mount, I think we all had in there. Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson, it got back to the Liverpool bench. Jude Bellingham, I had Bellingham ahead of James Ward-Prowse. It was one or the other in my list. Ward-Prowse is there. Look, Foden, Grealish, Phillips. I also didn't have Lingard making it. He's there. Or Bukayo Saka, who I think would be used as a left wing back if they perhaps needed one. That's where we've seen Southgate use him before. I know he's been more an attacker for Arsenal, hasn't he? I just remember watching one of those friendly games and the three at the back job with Saka at left wing back. So, if he plays either a double pivot or a flat three that requires a number 8, essentially you're looking for two holders as such, i.e. Henderson, Rice, Bellingham, Phillips or Ward-Prowse. I don't think he needs 5 players for those two positions. I think he'll only end up taking 4. And then a lot of those other players are wide forwards or 10s. My predictions did have Mount, did have Grealish, did not have Lingard, Ward-Prowse and Saka. So maybe one or other or more of them is going to be disappointed. Let's see what the BBC are classing as forwards. Harry Kane, yeah. Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I had all of those. I also had Jadon Sancho in my 26-man squad. I did not have Mason Greenwood or Ollie Watkins. So my argument here is that England are not going to play 2 up top. I don't think. I think we saw them do it once. He played Grealish as a 10 and then he played a 2, but it wasn't against a big... I'm pretty sure it was one of the either the friendlies or the easier qualifiers, and I think he just wanted to try Grealish at 10. Anyway, so I suspect we're in 4-2-3-1, 3-4-3, 4-3-3 type mode where you have one central striker, and let's be very plain about this, that's Harry Kane. And if Harry Kane isn't fit, it's probably Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And then you're dropping down to Ollie Watkins. Now, I had Danny Ings ahead of Watkins, so I'm interested that Southgate's gone in that direction. Mason Greenwood, I don't think he'll make the final cut, but nice to see him in there with some of the other sort of developing players, in Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden, etc., etc. So, yeah, that is the 33-man squad. I suppose it's the new names, isn't it? Ramsdale, who probably ultimately won't go, but get him in the conversation. And then Ben White and Ben Godfrey. I think one of them will make the squad now, having seen that Eric Dyer is not there. And that's the one... Well, actually, I had 2 players that aren't there in my projected 26. They haven't even made the 33 that I was wrong about. Where Eric Dyer, I thought would get picked because he can play centre-back and central midfielder, which would mean Southgate could maybe then stick another player in the attacking roster. He's not chosen to do that, and there are 5 central midfielders in there to choose from as well. With that being said, so maybe we get a little change. Danny Ings as well. I thought Danny Ings might be slightly ahead of Ollie Watkins, being Ollie Watkins is kind of in his breakthrough season. So that's the provisional England squad. I dare say we're going to be back here on the when we get to the 26-man squad, and we got to figure out which 7 players are going to miss out, don't we? So maybe we'll do a video closer to the time about that. And look, we'll learn more after the Champions League final, Europa, Maguire's fitness, Henderson's fitness, Pope's fitness as well. I suspect Pope is the only one not involved in this now that would have a chance next Tuesday. Otherwise, we're cutting back from 33 to 26 next Tuesday. So let me know what you think of the provisionals. Let me know what you think of Ramsdale, White, Godfrey being included. Let me know what you think about Dyer and Ings not being included. And go on, go for it. Help me out here. which 7 players don't make the final cut from this squad, let's assume Nick Pope's not going to be fit and it's going to be this 33 down to 26. There you go. Plenty to talk about, even though it's not a confirmed squad. We'll get to that next Tuesday. I've had my say, now you have yours. Get involved in the comments, particularly with your 7 players. I think there'll be some interesting comments on that. Thank you for watching, and more England content now as we go and we get through the final week of the season with the playoffs on Saturday and Sunday. I think I'm doing League One as well. Right, thank you everybody for watching. Over and out.